Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. So today we are going to cover the build generative AI application with Google, that is the Palm API 2. And I was trying to get the hands on the Palm API 2 APIs exactly, so I was added to the wish list and I got a permission to use the API to check the API. So I have created the Node.js code with using this API exactly, and I'm going to share that with you. So first, when you go to this developer.generativeapi.google.com and you get logged in with your account, if you do not have a permission, you will be added to the wish list, or it will tell you to add to the wish list. Otherwise, it will go to the maker site suite or explore the API exactly. So if you go to this section, you will come in this area. First of all, as the ChatGPT has this large language model also have an API key. So I will go to the API key section where you can create the API key, and obviously there is a big button called create an API key over here. But in your left hand navigation, if you click on get API key, you can create the API key from here exactly. Now, once you created the API key, you can go into this section. If you click on the icon, it will go into the dashboard. But if you click on this plus sign, it will tell you which one to go. So first, we are going to cover the text prompt exactly. So I have created the API for the text prompt. I have not created the API for the data prompt or chat prompt. I will be creating in a future videos with this. So the text prompt exactly. If you create and if you ask what is the if you run the code, it gives you the answers, right? And there are always those settings, as you know, the temperature, that sequence, the stop sequence, at stop sequence, the basic model here, the max output, the safety features exactly. These are all covered in my APIs as well, obviously. So these settings can be done from the API as well. I will be showing you how it can be done and configured from the API. So summarize a paragraph or like this. If you run, the summary is running exactly, and it says this is the summary for the paragraph. So this is very good exactly. And in the chat GPT, there was a limitation of the API call. In Google, right now there is no limitation for this API call. We can call it as much as time as we want exactly. Okay, so this is where the things started, but we will be diving into the code and how can we use this. So I have created one REST API with this, obviously very simple REST API with Node.js, and I have just created a question, give you the question here, and I copy this question. Just first, what is the capital of, yeah, this is something. If you send this, okay, my application is not running right now, so I have to go to my application here exactly and run the application. If you do not know, you have to run. I have run my application. Now if I go into this section, I click on this New Delhi. So if I put another question over here, the top 5 vulnerabilities in the web application in 2023, it gives you the answer just like that. It's way something. So there are all the process is very quite simple, and this is very precise way of giving the information back to you. So what you want exactly. So first let's see how we have created this API exactly. So if you go into this API base, obviously I have imported the Express, I have imported the .env section, Express app. These are the few section, few libraries that need to be imported. for this. The API key, obviously I have the API key, and I'm creating the auth for this client, and then starting the question. Ask question is the API, and these are the things, these are the parameters. The model is the model plus text bison01, and you can see I have given all the comments on this, though you can generate the code and you have those comments already. Top K, top P, max token out, and obviously the stop sequence. The stop sequence is something that you can use. I am not using the safety settings, but you can use this each safety category settings have something to do with it. You can ask something, you can protect something. Category of toxicity, violence, sexual, medical, dangers. So if you put these restrictions, then your questions will be answered in the way that is not violating these rules exactly. And once you go into this, I find out that they are just showing the result, but I have gone through this and only written the result output right out from there. So this is something going on with this code exactly in the Node.js here, and nothing fancy here, is very simple stuff. Anyone can use this, and on their application, if you have access to the Palm API too, obviously. And this is very interesting. We developers try to find out new technologies, and this is again another technology that is coming in wide open. It has already launched it, but I was a little bit late on this as my whitelisting was not approved, but now it is approved by Google. So this is something very interesting. Now I have also another thing, that this is the console base exactly. So I have put in the same setting, but here you there is no express API. You just need to write the question by yourself. And if you stop this one, and if you note, just put this one, you will get the same output in the console as well. Yet the answer doesn't change. That is a very important thing. If you ask the question, the answer doesn't change. It gives you the 5 output the same way it gives you in the API as well. So the answer does not change time to time with this one. So this is one of the thing that I'm doing for some time, and I'm come to with this solution exactly, how to write the code on Node.js and how to process this out, everything. So this is all. Thank you so much for watching my videos. If you like my videos, do subscribe to my channel, and I will be giving this code on the comment section as usual. Thank you so much.